I work with clients from all walks of life. So I certainly have wealthy clients that just kind of comes with the industry, but I also have pretty much an open door policy. Anyone who wants to come in, I'm more than happy to talk to them, kind of through their financial situation. I don't really charge for office appointments. So whether they're going to be a long-term fit for as a client for me, I really don't care about the kind of karma and connections of just talking to people and giving them good advice typically leads to much better outcomes than trying to nickel and dime people who need good financial advice. So I've seen people come through the office. I certainly work with a lot of clients who are not in perfectly ideal situations for retirement. So when this article popped up on the Wall Street Journal, here's what it's like to retire on almost nothing but Social Security. I knew I wanted to cover it. Now they go through a number of cases here, and these guys are not making big Social Security checks, 1,400, I think 1,000 here. And then I think the last couple are like 1,800, 1,900, which is a little bit more manageable, but that is a tough budget to live on. Uh, I can tell you one of the reasons when I'm talking with clients who are worried about what they're going to live on in retirement that puts me, and oftentimes once I get to it for them, at ease is the idea that how good you are with money has nothing to do with how much money you've made through your life. I have met folks that have more than $1 million in their 401k, but earn three to $400,000. They didn't save any of that money into their 401k. It was the company that did it. And they spend everything they make. They've built up consumer debt in terms of credit cards. They have nothing in their savings account. It's clients like those that I worry about more than the couple who has lived on a budget their whole life, hasn't made a ton of money, but has lived comfortably and healthy. And maybe they've built up a $20,000, $30,000, kind of buffer in their savings account. And maybe in the last 10 years, they were able to invest and maybe get to $80,000, $100,000 in terms of their 401k. But they're largely going to be retiring and living on Social Security, maybe a little pension through a union or something, $400 or $500 a month. But they've paid off their home. They have good, reliable vehicles that are paid off. Maybe they 10 years ago purchased a camp trailer that they really love, that they've kept in good shape, that they've paid off the loan on. And for a couple like that I can really go through the numbers and show them, look, this is what you're probably going to have coming in. This is a reasonable amount that you might expect to be able to take out of your, kind of modest investments in order to cover emergencies or trips or things like that. And if they look at me at those numbers and say, yeah, we can live on that, we can do that. I don't have a lot of worries for that couple because they lived their whole life on a budget and they understand how to do it. So if you are in this situation where you're worried about, how much you're going to be able to live on in retirement, look at the way you've lived at least the last 10 to 15 years of your life. If you've managed to eliminate a lot of your debt, and if you've managed to live on a budget, and in that your expectations about what you'll be able to spend money on are realistic, then retirement is still in the picture for a lot of people. So similarly, if you're kind of in a situation where you're looking towards retirement, you're not, maybe your situation is a little better than, leaving entirely at Social Security, but you want to try and understand a modern look at retirement, then you might look at this video, which is about financial advising. I think is more about planning for the rest of your life than planning just for retirement. So, some of the things in that video might shock you. Otherwise, I hope this has been informative, and I will talk to you soon. Thank you.